Hello, I'm Patricia Henderson with Senior Connection Center, and this is your weekly connection. You may have heard of Seniors versus Crime, but do you know what they do? We're going to find out today about this initiative from the Florida Attorney General's office. Joining me today are two of their senior sleuths, Dick Fairnell from Polk County and John Bauer from Highlands County. Welcome today.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Now, Dick, can you tell us a little bit about what Seniors versus Crime does?
Seniors versus Crime is a volunteer program, a project of the Florida Attorney General. And so we assist people with financial matters. We assist people who are victims of civil wrongs.
That's wonderful. Now, when you talk about assisting seniors versus crime, what age is there for assisting somebody? Do they have to be a certain age?
No, they do not. And that's a little confusing in the title of our operation, Seniors versus Crime. The word seniors in our title, that refers to us, the sleuths that do the efforts in trying to seek a resolution. But no, we will help anybody and have helped anybody of any age. If they've been taken advantage of, if they've been cheated out of money or whatever, we're here to help anybody. And obviously our services are 100% free. There's no charge for what we do.
That's good to know, and I bet a lot of people don't know that, because looking at the title, you would think that it was a service specifically for seniors. So that's really good to know. John, what are some of the types of cases that you have worked on?
We have had a variety. Probably the largest percentage are cases involving general contractors or handyman services, different contract disputes, but we've handled billing issues with insurance companies. We've handled cases involving home security systems. We've pretty much handled a little bit of everything for the 3 years that our office has been open here in Highlands County.
Now, Dick, I know you've been working with Seniors versus Crime for a long time. Can you share about a case that you've worked on that you were able to help somebody?
Well, there was one interesting case in which we learned that a young man had asked his father to buy him a car. And the father said, no, you're going to have to work for it and buy it yourself. Well, months later, the father received in the mail a copy of a car title and registration for a car that he did not buy, did not own, and reported it to us because a finance company was starting to dun him for monthly payments. And so he reported this to our office, and when we looked into it, we learned that there appeared to be some fraudulent activity at the car dealership in which the son had arranged to have the father's name put on the purchase of the car. When we were looking into it, we were trying to get the car dealership to provide us with a proof of purchase, and that never materialized. However, simply by inquiring at the dealership, the father victim notified us that he was notified that the purchase was canceled and the car was regained. So he owed no money.
That's wonderful. And I'm sure both of you have stories upon stories that you can tell about people you have helped and situations you have helped resolve. John, can you share a story for us?
Yeah, one story that comes to mind, it's not construction related, even though most of our cases seem to be construction related, but we had an individual that was approached by a solar panel company, and the homeowner had an old, and I mean old, mobile home here in Highlands County that he couldn't even get insured because of the age of it. And I think anybody that owns an old mobile home is aware of that. But this solar panel company came to him, and he was an elderly gentleman, and they convinced him he needed solar panels to get off the power grid to save him money. And it started out, the contract was $34,000. for the panels. Well, the salesman didn't tell the homeowner what the price was up front. He told him just to sign the contract and they'd fill in the blanks later on. Well, that's when the homeowner found out it was a $34,000 contract, and he said, no way. He never agreed to that. So we got involved because the solar panel company totally misrepresented their service, the program, all of it. They knew that the man didn't have insurance, and they required insurance for the solar panels. We got involved, and the sleuth that handled it, which was not myself, it was one of our other sleuths, talked to the owner of the solar panel company. This owner said that he'll knock some money off. He'll do it for $28,000, which obviously something was wrong when somebody goes from $34,000 to $28,000. Plus, the salesman put down the deposit for the homeowner, which is totally illegal. You cannot do that. That's fraud. And long story short, we helped the gentleman get out of the contract. So technically, we saved him $28,000 that otherwise he probably would have lost had we not got involved. And so that's one of our biggest stories here in Highlands County for a one-time case that we handled.
That's a wonderful story and a great work you did there. And I'm sure there are many, many stories and many, many people that you have helped. How does someone get in touch with Seniors versus Crime? John, how did they get in touch with your office?
Well, right now, because of the COVID-19 issue, we are not able to take any walk-in clients, if you will, off the street, but they can always call our office, and I'll give you the number. I'll say it slow, and hopefully people will write the number down, but it's area code 863-402-7849. Now, our offices are open on Tuesdays and Thursdays, so you can call, and if you don't get to talk to a real person, please leave a voicemail, and we will call you back. We are currently working in our office. We're one of the few offices in the state that have reopened, and we will call you back. And like I say, we're here on Tuesdays and Thursdays, so just please call.
And Dick, how does somebody get in touch with your office?
Yes, calling the Lakeland, Florida, Polk County office by calling 863-577-1672.
Well, what we'll do is we'll put an end card at the end of the video with all the phone numbers that we talk about on the card, so people will have access to it anytime they watch the video. And so we'll put that as well as the website for Seniors versus Crime, that if somebody is watching and they're not in Highlands or Polk County, they can find the office that is in their county. And also the website for completing a complaint online with the Attorney General's office. So we will have all that information at the end of the video for everyone. And John, what are some of the scams that you're seeing right now in Highlands County?
Well, we continually have these scams with supposedly the Social Security office calling people and tell them there's a problem with their account and they need to re-verify some things. You know, we have frauds with banks that are sending emails to people saying that their account has been compromised, even though they don't even have an account with that bank. I received that myself. We always have the one with the IRS calling people saying that they're going to be arrested if they don't send some money in. And I just want to encourage people and tell people that government offices, even the sheriff's department, if there's a problem, they are not going to call you first. They will send you a letter, or if it's with the sheriff's department, you'll have a deputy show up at your doorstep. They're not going to call you ahead of time telling you they're coming to arrest you. That just isn't going to happen. So the scams, you know, we have COVID scams going on where people are trying to take advantage of people. And I just caution people, use wisdom. Don't fall for these telephone calls and these emails that threaten you. If you have any questions, call us. Any Seniors versus Crime office, just call us, and we'll be happy to help you out with those scams.
And it's easier to help someone ahead of time and let them know it is a scam than to get someone out of trouble after they have become a victim of a scam.
I was talking to a lady who was telling me about the fact that she was being scammed. She had been called by someone who was wanting to sell her something. And she said to me, he would not let me off the phone. Now that caught my attention for her to feel like she could not hang up on him. So I would certainly want to stress that when somebody's getting a suspicious phone call, you're not obligated to explain why you're hanging up, simply to hang up. Could I tell about a scam that a lady lost a lot of money? She had been notified of some kind of an investment. It wasn't clear to her what it was, but she was instructed to go to a store such as Walgreens or Walmart or a convenience store and buy Google gift cards. And she was to send money by that system. We found that she had sent $35,000 to a Hong Kong address. And at another time, she sent $20,000 to a Hong Kong address. Before the end of the story, before she recognized that this was a scam, she had sent away to strangers a minimum of $95,000, and she estimated it could have been as much as $400,000. So whenever you're asked to make payment by a Google gift card or Tunes gift card, be suspicious and don't do it.
Legitimate companies do not take gift cards as payment. And I want to reiterate about getting calls. If you get a call and you don't want to answer it, you don't have to. It is your phone. If you get a call and you answer it and it's somebody that is trying to sell you something or scam you, hang up. It's your phone. You have control over that. And I just want to encourage people just to not answer their phones or to hang up if they feel like they're being scammed. Any final thoughts for us?
Yes. I was a general contractor for 34 years, so construction-related cases kind of flow my way. It's kind of my forte. And I would just encourage everybody, if you're going to have any kind of work done at your home, get a contract with the contractor. Don't sign a proposal, because the proposal doesn't list everything that's included in the scope of the work and everything that is excluded from the scope of the work that this person's going to do on your house. A contract is for your protection, the homeowner's protection. It's not for the contractor's protection. Another thing, don't ever give a contractor money up front. If they have good credit with their suppliers, they don't need any money up front. I never asked for a dime up front because I had good credit with all my material suppliers. So if a contractor says he needs X number of dollars up front to get started, chances are he doesn't have good credit. So why would you want to do business with somebody that doesn't have good credit? So don't ever give a contractor money up front. Always get a contract and make sure everything is spelled out so there's no questions what this person is going to do for X number of dollars and what he's not going to do in the scope of his work. So that's just a recommendation from a former general contractor of 34 years.
Good advice. Good advice for us all. Dick, any final thoughts from you?
Very much so. I have several. The first one is, particularly when you're purchasing a car, never buy the car on the first visit. Second, do not allow the salesman to make your decision for you. Third, be aware that whenever you have paid to have work done, particularly contractors' work, if they do less work than they've been paid for, there's a certain statute that we use to charge that person with theft. But like John has already said, do not pay in advance. But if you do, let us know if you find out that the work is not finished. And the last I would like to recommend is never make a purchase from someone that comes calling on you at your home who you did not invite to come to the house.
And that's good advice as well. It is up to all of us to protect ourselves from scams and frauds. And when someone has become a victim or has a question about whether they've become a victim, we're glad that there are senior sleuths out there, such as John and Dick, to help. Now, you may want to become a senior sleuth yourself, and we'll have information about that at the end of the video as well. Again, thank you so much, Dick and John, for being with me today. Seniors versus Crime, a great organization helping to fight scams and frauds. I'm Patricia Henderson, and this is your Weekly Connection.